Hello everyone, this is Susie Q918. I gotta do this again. Big energy! Okay, that's ridiculous. Alright, hey everybody, this is Susie Q918 with SassyGamers.com. Decided to do this video again. And it's not because I didn't like the content, it's because I didn't like the audio quality. It was really, really bad. I don't know if this one's gonna be any better. We're gonna find out, but I couldn't let that go. Like, it annoyed me. I actually reprocessed that video 3 times, and each time the video quality was different, and I hadn't really changed much. You know, like I changed I changed something the second time. The third time I just plain reran it because I'm like, you know what? This is not what it sounds like when the video's done. So I don't know why it sounds like that so badly once YouTube processes it. The first video didn't sound like that at all, and I didn't do any modifications with my mic at all. So anyway, change that up, have a new mic, we'll see how it sounds, and let's see how we do. So when we left our last episode, we were picking up sticks. We are, well, not picking up sticks, but we still need the sticks for our fireplace and for our bunny trap. So that's what we're doing again, looking for the sticks. Thank goodness, you know, because we've logged out and logged back in, all the sticks have respawned, so I've got at least that many. Something I noticed on this playthrough, and I probably noticed it before and just sort of let it go. I don't think about it until I'm trying to think of tips and stuff to tell people, but sometimes I'll run over a place, there'll be no sticks, I'll turn around and there's sticks. So I can't tell if the sticks just aren't rendering until I get there and it takes a second, or if they're actually spawning because I'm there. Like, I know the difference is not really that important, but it's the matter of, is it my graphics processor not loading the sticks that are already there, or are the sticks appearing because I'm there and it just takes a minute to get there? Doesn't really matter, it just means that when you play the game, or if you've already played the game, I don't care. if you haven't noticed this, maybe you will walk back over a place that you've already been and see that there's suddenly sticks. Just don't discount it as this area has no sticks. It could just be that they haven't rendered, or they haven't loaded, or they haven't spawned. Whatever happens, maybe they're just not there yet. Alright, so as I finish the fireplace, I'm about to go find some more sticks and work on the bunny trap. Just to be aware, audio-wise, it is raining. It's dismal weather out right now. I had hoped to avoid most of that by doing things this morning, because that's when, like, this is going to sound crazy cat lady, but all the cats are asleep, and it's usually fairly quiet, but unfortunately, this morning, all the traffic was everywhere, and it was hard. It was actually way louder than it is now at 8:43 at night, so give this a try. But anyway, still looking for sticks. That's the downside to a game like this. Like, I enjoy this sort of quiet exploration, gathering. I know that a lot of people are really like adventure games, and I'm not against adventure games. It's just one of those things that if I'm distracted by a lot of things, like I do different D&D stuff, I do have some Vampire the Masquerade friends that we do a group sometimes, and sometimes different things like that are, especially if you're doing it on Discord or some sort of like roleplay setting, you've got a lot of downtime, and this is how I fill the downtime. I don't have to do anything exciting. I can just basically, like, you know, do what needs to be done, because to make all this stuff, to make the fence, I'm going to be making a fence in a little bit, you know, I need stuff. That or I cheat, and then what's the use of even playing the game? You know, I already feel bad for cheating about the trees regrowing, for Pete's sake. But anyway, so at that point I was looking to see what that chicory looked like. I thought it might be, see, it's right there. It looks a little different on the blanket than it does anywhere else. I'm still trying to get some leaves because I'm going to need more leaves. I still have food poisoning. Medicine still doesn't fix it. I've also been looking, and the patrols are not really out today. It's pretty strange. I don't understand why not? I get the feeling, actually, that this game, where I've placed myself, is almost too easy. Like, I have a feeling I'm probably gonna, like, I'm gonna spend all this time making this fence, and then, you know, in the rabbit trap, and then I'm probably gonna end up moving the camp to someplace more difficult, because it's, you know, you don't want it to stagnate. You want a little bit of challenge. Or, I wonder if I can up the difficulty level on a game that already exists. Probably hate myself after that. Yeah, I'm gonna eat this mushroom. I'm pretty sure the golden ones are okay, but I stop and stand there for a minute to see if my character grunts or anything afterwards. Because normally if something's not, like, just... You don't necessarily die from things, but you'll, you know, make a noise. Like, your character will let you know that, hey, that probably wasn't a good thing to eat. And there are some mushrooms that are not good to eat, but I'm pretty sure those big golden ones were good. But you will occasionally just see me put random shit in my mouth to see if it's okay. Oh, another lizard. Oh, can't aim. Oh, it's already dead. Well, you know, I feel like so savage in this game. So, I just wanted to show you guys, every time you kill an animal, you can have its head as a trophy. I've yet to figure out how to place it. I think you have to place it, like, on a structure that you have made. The treehouse doesn't seem to work. Well, the inside it might work. I haven't tried that. I don't know. I've tried to attach it to, like, random trees or different things. Like, the last time I made a fence, I tried to place them on the fence. Wouldn't let me. So, I don't know if it's just a house thing or what, but I'm never going to be one of those chicks that wants dead animals on her walls of her house that she sleeps in, so I just drop them. Oh, look, it's raining again. It's doing that thing that it does. But see how much it's still daylight out, so it doesn't, you don't get the whole you're cold and wet and, you know, unhappy message. This is me trying to be stealthy to see if I can see a rabbit run into my trap. And nothing, because I'm not even seeing any rabbits. And honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I have seen a rabbit in a while. And that's the reason I put the trap there, is because there were rabbits all over. Figures. Oh, that was a weird graphics thing. But I just saw more sticks, so, you know. Games like this, I'm not saying they train you to be, like, short attention span, but at the same time, you know, you've got a primary mission, and then you got a secondary mission, and I'm like, okay, I'm going up this rope, but sticks. You know, I've been trying to get sticks for, like, the last 2 episodes. I need sticks, so pretty much whatever I'm doing, if I see a stick, I'm probably going to grab it. Am I holding 2 logs? Probably. Am I still going to try to grab a stick? Yes. Yes, I am. Because you need a lot of sticks. Like, pretty much everything that you need that can hold or move other large items involves sticks. So, as much as you think, you know, I don't need them that much, you need them a lot. And, they don't always seem plentiful. And I guess I could try to take advantage of the fact that I could get all the sticks that I can and then, you know, save and, like, go to the main menu and then come back, and I bet the sticks would respawn. But again, it feels a little bit like cheating, so I don't mind doing it every time we have an episode. Oh, now I'm full of sticks. But oh, bird, I want a feather. Alright, so if I look like an idiot because I'm trying to jump and scare this bird, it's because killing it does not mean you can pluck its feathers. I had that wrong impression when I first played the game. I smacked it and I thought, oh, I can get the feathers just like you skin an animal. No, you get this tiny piece of meat that you can't even take back and put on the drying rack. You can't, I don't remember if I can actually cook it. I just remember thinking that was very anticlimactic. I just got 1 feather after, like, stalking these birds. So that one feather, I think now equals 2 feathers that I own. And I need 5 feathers to make 5 arrows. It's kind of... And don't be like me and be a bad shot, because you've got 5 arrows, you better make them work. And oh yeah, if you hit something with every single one, there's no guarantee that that's going to kill it. I think the actual relationship between damage and, I don't know the other word I'm looking for, but basically I think you need to have a higher strength. Just like in any game, you know, you start out kind of weak. Well, your arrow skills and your bow skills start out pretty damn weak. So I've tried to kill cannibals with arrows, and I mean, yeah, they look like they've been damaged, but I haven't killed one with one yet. Although, so funny, it's not, I mean, it's only funny to me, but whatever. You're still here, obviously, so you're having to listen. But interesting thing is that I got the achievement for killing 100 cannibals, and I gotta tell you, I don't feel like I've killed 100 cannibals. Like, I feel like the amount of cannibals I've killed is probably, I could count on 2 hands, so under 10, and somehow that equated it into 100. So I think there might be a little... Oh, it's not from my house. Sorry if you guys heard the sirens. Good luck to whoever that was and whatever their trouble they're having. But anyway, where am I? What was I just saying? Oh, cannibals, yeah, how many I've killed. I think there might be some issues with the achievement for that, which I guess yay for achievement. But again, it feels like I'm cheating because I've definitely not killed that many cannibals. If you guys hear something else, it's because I have some like instant cappuccino mix that I've been patiently waiting for the last, 11 minutes, probably closer to 20. Patiently waiting for it to dissolve. It's supposed to dissolve in hot water. This is really hot water, and oh, here comes some more. I swear, I live in a little town that gets almost nothing exciting happening, so this is like not normal. It's not a dangerous area. But anyway, so I'm waiting for this stupid drink to dissolve the little pieces of stuff. Because it's freezing, okay? It's freezing. I have a tiny heater fan. I don't know if you can hear the heater fan, but I'm not one of those people that gets cold really easily. I'm kind of tubby, so I used to get hot all the time. Now I'm cold a lot, but I have good reasons. I have cats, and in my bedroom I have a cat door. Oh, sorry. I've gotten distracted. Finally making the water thing. I remembered that I had the turtle shell that I mutilated that turtle for. But anyway, I have a cat door out my window, and it doesn't matter if it's closed and locked, it's still freezing. It lets in a lot of air. Like, I've got it insulated. This is, by the way, showing that the blueberries and the twin berries, you know, good and bad. Blue is edible, black is not. Oh, you guys are hearing my Discord notifications. I probably should have turned that off. Trying to think of what other things that I need. I think I need to get a stick holder and a rock holder, just because if I'm going to keep picking up sticks as I go along, I'm going to need somewhere to put them, and obviously I can't put them on the ground because they'll disappear the next day. I think that's something I forgot to mention, is that those logs that I left out yesterday, when I logged in today, they were gone. If they're not in a holder, the world state doesn't save them. So I desperately want to put a tree house in that big tree, because that would be great, but it's not having it. As soon as you get into the actual meat of the tree, it turns red. It won't let you do it. And I thought about doing like a the platform, because technically I could try to build a platform around the outside of it and then connect it in between if I could glitch it out that way. But I realized whenever I was hovering and doing the exploration with that a platform has a lot of scaffolding, and by putting that around the tree, I wouldn't actually be able to run around the base of the tree. It would just be a whole bunch of wood just blocking the way. So ultimately not a very good idea. So not quite sure yet how I'm going to get this tree thing to work out. I'll keep thinking about it. So I think this is a good time to talk about the fire and actually cooking food. It's an interesting thing that, so let's say I took a chunk of meat, a lizard for example, because the lizards seem to take a while to cook. If I put the meat on the fire and then start the fire, it takes a lot longer than if I start the fire and then put the meat on. I know obviously like it makes logical sense, but on the other hand, you don't sometimes, or at least I didn't anticipate that that kind of physics or, you know, cooking details would be in this game. But it's also kind of a glitch sometimes too, because it also seems like the longer a meat stays on the dryer rack, the less time it takes to cook. So let's say I leave some of the lizards up there, which is what I'm probably going to do, but you're not going to see it in this video. I'm going to leave some of the lizards on there longer and cook the smaller meat instead. And then whenever I actually go to cook the meat, the first thing I'm going to do is turn the fire on. Once I turn the fire on, I'm going to grab the dried meat, put it on the fire, and boom, it's going to be ready to eat instantly. Whereas, of course, if I took the dried meat, put it on the fire, and then started the fire, you have to cook it from scratch, like the most of the cook time. So that's something to do. Make sure to have the fire on before you put the dried meat on, because you're going to save. I mean, not that it matters if you're saving that much time, but especially if you're like me then and you're sitting in the dark, you kind of don't want to sit there in the dark and wait for meat to cook. At this point, I'm trying to like prioritize, like, what do I need to do? I'm pretty sure I'm going to be building a road, but and again trying to look for a rabbit that has not shown up yet. But anyway, I know I'm going to be building a wall. Sorry, a wall is what I was going to say. More sticks. So I know I'm going to be building a wall, but I think that I need more than just the wall. When I start building on the wall, I'm going to be cutting trees for a long time. I'm not going to make you guys watch the entire tree cutting process. I'm going to start it for you, and then I'm probably going to go finish it like in my own time, just because that's incredibly boring. You know, I mean, I guess I can record it and then talk about stuff that has absolutely nothing to do with the game, but you guys, I don't think you really want to hear that. But anyway, extra content. No, just kidding. Sort of. Half kidding. But anyway, what I'm doing right now is looking for the stupid rabbits. It's like, hey, I put this trap in a rabbit place, and where the hell are the rabbits? Not seeing them yet, but they'll show up. So I'm just going to collect some sticks while I'm at it. Anyway, back to sticks. You get to hear my drivel. Oh, there's a rabbit. Holy shit. Can I get the rabbit to go in the trap? Because you can't actually chase them into the trap. I'm just terrible at it. It shouldn't be necessary. You will eventually get a rabbit anyway. It just depends on how long you want to wait. Rabbit. Oh, and it sees me and runs away. See, obviously it's not going to run in that trap while I'm around here, so crap. Anyway. So tip might be to put the rabbit trap someplace farther away from camp. My bad. Anyway, I'm going to make a stick holder and a rock holder so that all these sticks that I'm gathering while I'm out cutting wood, I have a place to put them. Otherwise, it's kind of like just not efficient, I guess. So, gathering sticks to make a stick holder. I find the irony of it. What else are you going to do, right? Still waiting for the rabbit. I think I'm about to give up on this. Just walk away. Find something else to do. There's plenty of things that need to be done. Just trying to decide what I want to do first. I find it interesting that it says that I still need to set up a camp just because I haven't done the hunters, what's it? I know what that's called. Hunter shelter. There it was. I chose not to do that because honestly it was a lot of unnecessary time, because it wants you to make this shelter that you can't actually walk into, so you're still out in the rain, you're still cold, you have to sit by a fire and freeze, and it's something that you put on the ground. So if you're trying, especially with the whole fire thing where it's a possibility that it draws cannibals, you're basically sitting on the ground in this crappy little shelter, freezing cold, next to a tiny fire, waiting for cannibals to come get you. So it's not my idea of a good time. So I'm going to go ahead and start the outline for the wall. I am going to, I'm trying to decide, I want to frame the whole pond, but I'm not going to. Instead, I'm going to actually start this in the water and then end it in the water, because for whatever reason, these cannibals don't know how to swim. I mean, they've got bodies of water, but they've chosen not to ever use it. So I'm going to take advantage of that. And sorry about my messages, I really need to silence that. So if you hear me click around, that's why. Where? I'll explain to them that I'm doing that later. Anyway, so yes, I'm trying to get a pretty good amount of space, even though I don't have to make it this big, because I want to make a garden, and I guess that's the other part of games that I like, is to make things kind of cool. Make all the cannibals envious of my really awesome bougie encampment. But I guess while I'm outlining this and then probably cutting trees, I can mention something that kind of annoys me about the game, because I love the game so much, but it annoys me that when you destroy your own structures, you don't get any of the resources back. Like, I feel like if I spend all this time getting 144 logs and cutting that many trees, that whenever I destroy my own fence or disassemble it, because destroying, I mean, I don't think there's a difference in this game, but to me, if I assembled the damn thing, I should be able to unassemble it just as easily. Then I want to have if not 144 logs left, let's say, realistic wise, I mess up some of them and I break them or something, then let's say I have 50 logs left. There needs to be some sort of resource, redemption. I don't know if that's the right word, but there's not in this game. I think if you start, let's say you start an outline or a blueprint and you put one log in and then you break it down, you can actually get that one log back. But once you've done more than the one, you don't get squat. Like, you don't even get the one log back, as far as I know. You get nada. And that's kind of sad, considering how much time you can spend in this game gathering resources. So that, my brain just made a jump. Oh, there's something in the trap, and I'm too focused on these trees to go back and fix that and get whatever's in that trap, but I'll see it in a minute. Anyway, so something that I appreciate about this game is that it's been out since, I believe, 2018, and it's not a pay-to-play game. So once you have the game, you've got it. There's nothing for you to buy, there's nothing for you to add to it. And I know that a lot of games really, oh crap, I did that in the water, and now I have to figure out how to get these out, and I'm so terribly bad. I know that I can't pick them up in the water, but I need to get it to the surface, and I know exactly what I need to do, and yet I do it like a mad person every time. Like, what I need to do is, if I will just stare downwards and then press E to pick it up, it will appear on my upper right shoulder. I don't actually hold it, but it appears there. So theoretically, if I stay facing forward and just walk backwards, pressing that button, it will keep coming back with me until I'm out. I am aware of that, and I still do dumb things. Like, it's just sometimes, especially at 7 or 8 something in the morning, I'll just keep repeatedly doing a dumb thing until I just remember that it's dumb and stop doing it. An adult is knowing that I'm stupid and that I do dumb things anyway. There we go. Anyway, So I appreciate that this game isn't a pay to play. So with that in mind, what am I trying to say? When you're playing, what you see is what you get. You know, you're out playing, you're not worrying about special types of monsters that you can buy on the game store, or, you know, there's obviously player mods, and that's cool as crap, but they're not being charged for. And I appreciate that, because it means that my time is valuable and nobody's out skipping. You know, yes, you can apply cheats, but you're not paying for it. And that means a lot to me, especially when it comes to this resources and redemptions and stuff like that. You know, I'm not having to pay for the right to play this game conveniently, if that makes any sense. Lizard. It's not even a bunny. So yes, it's annoying that I don't get the resources back whenever I destroy something, but it's the same for everybody. You know, nobody's paying to play it better. Maybe they're modding it like I did by adding the player stats and the enemy, what is that? Enemy detector, but, you know, it's my life. I do what I want to. Actually, it's because the game allows us to do that. So thank you to the game developers for allowing it to be a moddable game. Really wish I had a bunny right now. So I should probably tell you the reason I want a bunny so bad, and if I've told you this before, I'm sorry. The reason I want a bunny so bad is because you need bunny skins to make most of the bags. Like the bags that are helpful, like carrying more sticks or carrying more rocks or being able to collect berries and save them, you know, all of those require bunny skins. The only thing I can make with all these stupid lizard skins is stealth armor, which is kind of cool, but I don't know, like I haven't actually done enough combat, despite it saying that I've killed 100, I almost said zombies, cannibals. I haven't done enough combat to really notice, you know, stealth via not stealth. I mean, I guess realistically, if your character looks more foresty, I hate those balls. I'm not going wherever my mind was just going, but anyway, I can see how, you know, wearing something more camo-ish would be helpful, but not so much if I'm trying to stay away from the suckers. And I'd rather have bags to go gather more things and not have to go back to base as often to put things in the stick holder, you know? Anyway. So I've been thinking about it, and it's like, why am I making these videos? Some of it's a little bit cathartic for me, I guess. I wanted to provide some content for sassy gamers, and I enjoy playing games. And I've had other friends that have been streamers. I'm not very much of a streamer because I don't do well at focusing on playing a game and talking to people at the same time. Like, I am literally doing moderately alright by playing a game I enjoy and then talking about it later. I don't know. And yeah, I mean, it's a talent. Honestly, streaming is a talent, and I have a lot of respect for people who stream. I think I'm just not one of those. I don't really want to be that person that's in front of, you know, anywhere from 1 to 50 people, you know, probably closer to 1, but still, I'm not really just, I don't feel like I would interact all that well. And who knows, maybe I would, but I'll worry about that later. Until then, this is cathartic for me. I'm already playing a game. Some people like to watch gameplays. I like to watch gameplays. And some of my favorite things actually to watch are when people are just rambling. And I know that annoys some people. That's fine. You know, if you are not the type of person that wants to hear people talk and do things that they enjoy doing, then by all means, you know, go find one of the other streams out there. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of really, really good ones. But I think I'd like to actually spend the time talking about the game. And then whenever I'm doing tedious stuff, I might talk about me, talk about my life, talk about cool stuff. Probably not going to talk about a lot of political things. I have a lot of opinions, but I get annoyed really easily. So And I know other people also get really annoyed. It's like talking about religion. It's some of those things that it's just so subjective that, and so sensitive to people that I probably won't do that. But plenty of other things to talk about. And so I think, so I think I'm going to find some topics to talk about, things to do. I'll try to fit tips in between. You know, I will be putting a lot more in the the description area of the videos, so you'll kind of know like what topics I talk about. That way, if you're like, heck, I don't want to talk about her blah blah blah, then that's fine. You'll have the option not to listen to that video. So looking at the map, I just want to mention that there's almost no patrols going. I've mentioned it before and I'll mention it again. I don't understand. I don't know if I need to increase the difficulty of this game, because I don't know if you guys remember the first episode or if you even have watched it yet, but they were everywhere and suddenly they're nowhere. So I guess they don't see me as a threat. What the heck? No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, so I'm basically looking around for sticks again, because I really get tired of chopping the trees. I gotta be honest. I wish I had some dynamite so I could just like throw dynamite at a whole bunch of trees and just, have a bunch of logs and then have to go place them. But, as some people hate hearing me say, it is what it is. So while I'm looking around for sticks and random stuff, and again, not finding any, even though I found plenty earlier today, talking about, it's something that I mentioned the first run through whenever I was trying to record for this video. I got kind of on a tiny tangent about, not tangent because it's me talking about something I enjoy, but I like watching food videos. And you can make jokes that I'm a tubby, and I am, honestly, but even if I weren't, I would still love food videos. Like, they make me very happy. It's not like I look at the food and I salivate and think, oh, I want to be fat. It's the fact that I like the process at which people cook it. I like watching, I'm learning, even if I'm not cooking. Like, I can cook really well. I can't chop worth shit, so just give up the whole chef idea, but I can cook pretty well, and I enjoy cooking. I just don't like the mess. So I enjoy watching other people eat. Like, I don't have to, it would be nice if I could taste cool things by myself, but I also know that this whole love of food thing, like, I swear, I'll make an episode about that, and you guys probably won't watch that one, but there's a lot that goes into what you like versus what you can have versus what's good for you, etc., etc., etc. But food videos, I love watching people like with travel vlogs, and food videos, things like that. I love seeing what people can get. I love, for the longest time, I was a real Pinterest person, loving to watch like people's take pictures of their food, and then I upgraded to videos, and I never went back to Pinterest again. But some of my favorite people are Chen, favorite person in the world. Like, I wish him all the luck that he can, because I actually watched a lot of his videos for a long time and didn't realize that, I guess it's almost, I'm not saying that he's like my parents, because that's weird. He might actually be older than me, although he looks way younger. But anyway, it's just a thing that, to me, internet personalities, TV stars, I think that was thunder. That's interesting. But anyway, I don't look at them through like a sexual lens. So to me, they're just, they're people. It's not that they're not, but I just know them for what I love them for, which for him, it's his love of food and his relationship with food. And of course, he's extremely healthy about it. He exercises a lot to be able to eat what he eats. And I love his dedication. It's a little bit like, he's, to me, like the Hermione Granger of the food world. Because he's everything that I wish that I could be, discipline-wise and happiness-wise. But I watched his videos for a long time and didn't realize that he actually has a relationship, not right now, but he's had relationship. He has relationships. He's got this whole life outside of YouTubing that I didn't realize. And it's really none of my business, but I was intrigued because it's like he became a real person to me. So long story short, I'm saying all that because I wish him all the best in the world for that stuff. But he's one of my favorite food vloggers. He loves food like most guys should love their girlfriends. That's not weird. You just have to watch his channel. His channel is Strictly Dumpling. I say that because every once in a while I've said Simply Dumpling, and I'm like, no, it's never just simply a dumpling, and I'm crazy. But anyway, Strictly Dumpling on YouTube. I love it. He goes to Korea, Japan. He's lived in New York a little bit, and then I think it was Washington. I might be wrong. Sorry, Mike, if I'm wrong, if you ever watch this. But anyway, he eats some really awesome stuff. Like, some of the most exploratory things that I've eaten when I go travel, which I don't get to go cool places. I've been to Vegas, but it's like I'm looking for just inklings of what he's had before. But someday I'll try them all. It's fine. Anyway, he's a favorite of mine. Mark Weins is a favorite of mine. Which, by the way, I just threw down the rock before I finished the rock holder, so that was dumb of me. But anyway, Mark Weins, Mark just loves the food. Like, and it's not like all food, but you can see it on his face. Like, he's got the energy for what he's eating, like, you cannot believe. Like, it blows my mind because you can tell on his face, he's got a really expressive face, how much he's really enjoying the stuff that he's eating. I see a lot of stuff he's eating, and I'm thinking, I probably wouldn't like that as much as he does, but it's his pure joy of the food that I enjoy watching. He also has Micah, his adorable son, and his wife with him, so that's enjoyable. You know, I actually like the personal touch of getting to know people, because when we're all stuck here with the COVIDs, or the COVID's lockdowns, we don't really get to see our local friends very much, or at least I don't. Anyway, so I got Mark Weins, CupofTJ. Man, she's adorable. She is the adorableness. So she's a lot peppier than I'm used to actually watching for people. I gotta really wrap this up because I think I'm almost done with this episode. But anyway, she's way more peppy than I'm used to on YouTubers. However, and I'm about to make some lamps that I was talking about the other day. However, she has got the raciest sense of humor. Like, I'm not saying, and I don't mean racist. I mean, she's just hilariously funny. You don't expect the type of jokes to come out of her mouth that do come out of her mouth. So I really have a huge appreciation for no cat. Answer is no. Anyway, I have a huge appreciation for people that don't conform to what they quote unquote should do or how they should behave. So she's adorable as crap, but the things that come out of her mouth are hilarious. I love it. And so please take a look. My cat's being crazy. Stop it. Anyway, so I'm putting up this other this other skull, and I think I'm about to end the video. So I'm saving and closing out. I hope that you all have a fantastic day. Hopefully this audio is better. I will try to do better on the next videos. And, like I said, I will try to put comments in the description so that you know whether you want to watch the video or not. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.